Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through some types of softwares, guys. Okay, so basically in our system only we are having multiple types of softwares. Okay, so sorry for that. Okay, so the first type that we will be discussing is nothing but the system software. So sorry guys, from the name itself you can say it is nothing but the system software. So the first example is nothing but your operating system, guys. Fine. So these system softwares provide a platform for the normal softwares to work. So these are normal softwares. So for these normal softwares, they help the operating system will be helping for these normal softwares, guys, to work. So the softwares that provide a platform for other platforms to run, other softwares to run. Okay, so the best example will be operating system and compilers, guys. So these are, and even you can say interpreters and other things, guys. Okay, so why I am saying operating system means you can install multiple softwares over the operating system. And compiler, in compiler you can write code and you can run it. So guys, just to remember one thing, every block of code or every executable file is a software, guys, you can say, because it is doing something, right? So it is solving some problem, you can say that. Okay, so application software. So basically application software is nothing but the original software which you are installing over operating system. So basically these softwares are designed for a particular purpose or a business need, you can say. Okay, they serve for a particular purpose, they can solve the business or personal problems. Business are nothing but some kind of payrolls or any kind of normal softwares, and personal problems are nothing but which you can use for your personal use. Like we will be using some kind of analytic tools, right, to check your budget and everything like that. We'll be using multiple tools. Okay, similarly we are having engineering slash scientific softwares. So these are nothing but the mathematical softwares which solve some complex problems like statistic calculators and everything. Okay, so we are having SPSS is a software which is used for statistics, guys. So that software will be 100% coming under this engineering or scientific software. Okay, similarly we are having embedded softwares. So the best example for embedded software is your washing machine or your microwave or your refrigerator. So these all things will be having the IoT software, or you can say embedded software. So all these things will be having a chip in which a particular software is embedded, which is permanently written there. Okay, and the work of the machine is nothing but to read the instructions and to execute. That's the only process. That is the reason why the washing machine does the same thing again and again. Similarly refrigerator freezes everything. Similarly microwave heats everything. So these are the things that everything will be doing. So that is the reason why these all things nowadays we will be calling them as IoT things, internet of things, right? Okay, so a small code used only for a specific functionality. So you can say that everything in this softwares are just to do repeated tasks for an infinite amount of time until the system or the device got broken or wear and tear, until it happens, like it damages. Until that time it does the process continuously if it is turned on forever. Okay, similarly artificial intelligence softwares. So basically if you notice now, many games or many applications are using artificial intelligence, machine learning and all those things, right? So these are nothing but some kind of complex algorithms, you can say, guys. So we are having multiple things which, so basically artificial intelligence softwares are nothing but these are the softwares which tries to act as a human or which interacts to us as a human. So if you take the chess game, so basically if I told you that on the other side the chess is being played by a player online, I'll be saying just like that. You might be thinking that okay, that's true, okay, he's playing the game, okay, you'll assuming that he's a human. So like that, so it acts as a human, like an intelligent machine. Okay, so complex algorithm which are not numerical, please remember that they should not be numerical. So game playing and robotics will be coming under this artificial intelligence. Similarly we are having legacy softwares. These are nothing but very old and traditional softwares. To meet the business requirements these are made, guys. I'm not having that much clarity about these softwares, guys, so if possible you just go through some Google search for around 2 to 3 minutes, you'll be finding some references. Okay, I didn't find, so that's the reason why I just given you some points. Okay, it changes from time to time and do not have a good quality as the softwares are made by anyone. So basically legacy softwares you can assume that as some kind of code which is written by a random user. so it will not be good or it will not be reliable, right? So that is the problem with those religious software. Okay. Similarly, we are having web and mobile applications. So web are nothing but which will be running on the web browser. Are nothing but which will be running on your mobile device, like games and applications here, like websites. Okay. Similarly, we are having real-time softwares. So the best example for real-time software is the softwares which are used by NASA or any kind of militaries or NASA or space research. Those people will be using, like, the systems should be such an accurate and such a fast that if you press a button, the instruction should go and it should do it within milliseconds, guys. Or sorry, within not milliseconds, within nanoseconds. Okay, it should be that fast. Basically, our systems will also run or will also do some processes in the nanoseconds. Okay, so these systems should be really fast, like the satellite launching softwares and everything. So control, monitor, analysis, real world environment, time problems. So basically these are nothing but real time softwares. So applications which need to run at the exact real time. So basically if you click, assume that there is a huge panel in between in front of you, and if you click the start button, the rocket will launch. So once you press the start button, the rocket should launch, guys. There should not be delay of 5 seconds or 5 minutes or anything like that. So that is the reason why they will be maintaining countdowns and they will be showing it everything, right? Okay. So I hope everyone got some basic idea about some different types of softwares. So in the next lecture, we will be starting our software engineering, guys. The concepts and everything will, from the next lecture on, we'll be discussing about software engineering technologies and everything we'll be discussing, and the methodologies. So in the next lecture, we will be going through the layered technology. So why software engineering is called as a layered technology. So let us meet in the next tutorial. Thank you. Thanks for watching.